Do you suffer like most real estate agents, like envious of top producing agents in your market? Do you wonder how some real estate agents are able to scale their businesses and some aren't? You know, it's a sad fact in real estate that success and growth, it's only measured by one thing. It's the number of homes you sell. And the thing I'll tell you is that that doesn't always tell the real story. Make sure you stick around to the end of this video. I'm gonna show you exactly how to navigate the stages of growth so that you have a life worth living. If you like the video, give me the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you turn notifications on. If you're looking to grow your real estate business and you wanna do it in a way that protects the things that are most near and dear to your heart, there are a few things I want to share with you. And number one is that I want you to be clear on what your definition is of success. And what I mean by this is that growth and success can be measured in a whole bunch of different ways. Do not fall prey to our industry's definition of success, where if you go from 20 sales to 30 to 40 to 50 to 500, like you're more successful. I know someone who's in their 50s that is selling 600 homes a year, working 80 to 90 hours a week, and they're totally miserable, right? Is that success? I don't know. Is it? You know, I don't think it looks like success. To me, increasing the number of date nights that I'm able to have in a year, you know, being more present for more moments of the day with my children, you know, being at an optimal weight, taking care of my physical body, staying in the Word and studying Scripture, to me, that's a definition of success. Being still and being able to be peaceful, right? My emotional well-being, my relationship with my wife and my kids, and all those things to me define my success and my growth. So be careful, think about how, and just take a moment now to think about how you are measuring success and how you're measuring your growth, and just avoid this temptation to compare yourself to others. And that kind of brings me to my second point is, in an industry, or as an industry, and even as a society, we tend to compare ourselves to others. And it is the thing that will lead you to feeling badly about yourself the quickest if you're comparing yourself to other top producers in your market, or even just people you know, right? Everyone is posting the best of the best. Their highlight reel goes on Facebook or Instagram. They're not sharing the stuff that's really tough, right? So if you're only comparing yourself all the time to the successes and the highlight reel of all of your friends and all of the top agents in your market, or agents you mastermind with around the country, you will feel so unfulfilled and extremely discontent. And the way around this is to put your blinders on, right? The reason a horse wears those little cup looking things, those blinders in a race, is so the horse can run its own race. If those blinders were taken off, the horse would be spooked by those around it, and it wouldn't be able to run the race, their own race, and win. And right, so you're probably running around, running and gunning, selling homes with no blinders on. And you're constantly comparing yourself, and that's forcing you to do more in your business, to buy a better car, to buy a bigger house, and to do things that you're not in a position to do, just because you're not guarding yourself from this, you know, desire we have to sort of be the best, or, you know, keep up with the Joneses. And so really be careful there. Number three is to guard your mind. This is going to sting for some of you, and if it comes off as preachy, I apologize in advance. I can only speak to this because I've been where you might be with respect to news and social media and TV. On the one hand, it's noble to say, I want to be able to provide for my family, or build a business that does this, or, you know, pay off this debt, achieve here, be a great husband, you know, be physically fit, emotionally well. Like, it's great and noble to have these goals. If you have meaningful goals in your business and areas of life that matter to you, and then I'm able to follow you around for 7 or 14 days and see how you really show up, right? Are you waking up in the morning and the first thing you're in your phone is 30 minutes in social media looking at everyone else's life? Are you watching 2 hours of Netflix a day? Are you watching a couple football games on a Saturday or a Sunday, or maybe 3 games on a Sunday when you're a dad and a husband? That is the one that always gets me every time. There's never any cheers from guys. I happen to not be a guy's guy, or maybe I've just crowded out those things. Golf is another one of those things where I don't know if, I'm wanting to achieve in like 12 different areas of my life that I could just hang out with the guys for 5 or 6 hours on a regular basis and kind of hit a ball around a golf range. That being said, some of those things might be great, and leisure is an important part of life. Just make sure those things don't detract you from achieving the things that you say really matter to you. If you're really clear about the important things in life and business, and you have meaningful goals in those areas, that will naturally crowd out those other things. So again, don't hate on me in the comments and say, hey, listen, football is great, golf is great. Really not the point. There's something we all have. Mine is Netflix. So there's a whole channel, I don't know, platform, whatever you want to call it, where everything is like world class. And every one of those Netflix series is monumentally awesome. And everyone feels like it's $100 million production, every episode of and they can all suck you in. That is where I struggle. And so I'm constantly having to guard my heart and guard my mind. Is this thing taking me away from what really matters? Or is this a time where my wife, Julie, and I can agree that, all right, let's watch this tonight. We've got one episode we could watch. Is it your binge? We don't really binge Netflix, but is it your series or my series that we're gonna watch tonight? And it's either one or the other. And just to limit that amount of time, because we have 2 kids. And I work out regularly, and I'm going to seminary, and I own 2 businesses, and like all these things that I want to really achieve in my life, something's got to give. So you have to decide what that looks like for you. When I think about someone that has been in this world with me and kind of done this journey of going from busy agent to business owner and has impacted my life in a significant way, I think of Stacy Peterson, who is now running the entire operation at Real Estate B-School. When I first met Stacy, she called me on a Friday and asked me if I could coach her. And I told her, I said, I'm starting a coaching business on Monday. When she tells the story now, she tells it way more funny. I really actually was starting a coaching program on Monday, and she called me on Friday. And I know God had a plan in all of that, and just picked her out of all the people that could have sort of reached out to me. And she was sort of scared to reach out to me. She'd seen me at another event on stage, kind of getting some recognition for something that I had achieved. And she went out of her comfort zone and reached out and just asked me the question. And who would have known that we would have been together as long as we have? And the quick story about her business was all of these things had to come into play that I just went over, guarding your mind and all of that. We were able to triple the size of her business. Well, first of all, get her out of working with buyers and sellers within 6 months, triple the size of her business within 3 years. She was able to come in and help me build out systems with Real Estate B-School and processes, and coach some of our members, and became director of coaching, director of operations. Now she is the COO. I think she's the CEO. Like, she just does an amazing job keeping our team together and providing the culture internally with our team, and then externally with our clients. And she is just one of the smartest business women I know, and a heart of gold. And her kids are the same age as my kids. So when we met, it was just, I could just really feel for her and her journey, and just making decisions around what things needed to change in her business and what things needed to change in her life so she could have some of these freedoms. And so we were able to navigate the entire journey to the point where she was able to exit her real estate business for a 7-figure valuation in a market where a brokerage or a team had never transacted before. So she achieved something nobody else had achieved. And now she has the freedom to do what God created her to do in our coaching company. So just an awesome story. I'm so inspired by her on a regular basis. If you're at the point in your journey where hey man, I just wish there was this roadmap, this blueprint that could describe the stages of growth and how do I need to show up and questions and tools. And I wrote such a blueprint. Just go to realestatebusinessgrowth.com. That's realestatebusinessgrowth.com, or click on the link below. If you like the video, give me the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications on. We'll see you in the next video.